My goodness. Eddie fucking Hearn out here. Fast car. Slick Eddie. Whatever you want to call him, man. Edward Germ. But the way he's talking right now is so pompous, so arrogant. Like, he's really full of himself. That's Eddie Hearn. And I do not expect him to convince Wilder to sign. The day Eddie Hearn convinces Wilder to sign this fight, right now, it's like it's never gonna happen. And Eddie Hearn is so brazen. He's the kind of guy that'll say, you know, as this April date is coming up, and let's say, you know, he's still deciding, quote unquote, between Wilder or like Whyte. He's gonna say some dumb shit like, you know, this was a $50 million fight, but now after these negotiations, I believe it's a $100 million fight. Like, he's gonna say some dumb shit like that. I believe now it's $100 million. I think he's gonna give in on that, because really, him projecting this to be a $40 to $50 million fight, like, I mean, maybe it's like that in the UK. Maybe it is. But no one knows what this guy has made off of these Wembley fights. Like, it's like only Eddie and Barry know. You know, they did Carl Froch versus, like, it's not Eddie's first Wembley fight. It's not. So you think you would have made a killing already, right? So what the fuck is stopping him from saying, okay, Deontay, I'll give you $25 million. Let's go, you know? And whatever, something on the back end, not some bullshit. Because I swear, even this, if it were up to me, even the Sky Sports pay-per-view, Deontay Wilder should get some percentage, because there's gonna be a very significant chunk of people from the UK buying this fight because of Deontay Wilder. And maybe you guys don't get it, but there's a lot of guys in the UK that can see through Anthony Joshua. They can see he is the one that doesn't want this fight. It's not about being the A side. It's past being the A side, because Wilder's already forfeited that. He's already said, okay, whatever, I'll take 40%. And it's like Eddie Hearn is just, he wants to bend him over and like virtually rape Deontay Wilder. Like, he wants to rape him in this first fight. It's very absurd. And I think a lot of people understand this and just like, what the fuck, man? Like if you really wanted the fight, you could have been done this fight, or you could have been still negotiating with him. It was Eddie Hearn that cut off negotiations with this whole WBA fake ass, you know, lifesaver thrown to him to try and get out of he wanted to get out of the negotiations. A lot of people don't understand this. It was Eddie Hearn that withdrew with this bullshit deadline and say, you know what? Just as Wilder wants to make this fight happen, it's Eddie Hearn taking that back step. Everyone understands this. In every single turn, when Wilder wanted to make this fight, Eddie Hearn said, you know what? We're too close. You know, we're too close for Eddie's comfort. That's what it is from the beginning, guys. And now, as we've all predicted, Dillian Whyte, I've predicted this already. I've even suggested a scenario on a live stream where I say, you know what? Even if Alexander Povetkin now tests positive, I'm telling you, if Alexander Povetkin tests positive in any given situation, guess who's stepping in? Guess who's stepping in? You already know. You already know, guys. So, I mean, he's got Dillian Whyte on deck. That's why he gave him Joseph Parker coming off a loss. But what Eddie Hearn doesn't realize, if Joseph Parker is a better fighter, Like, this is why if Joseph Parker comes in here to take a dive, I'll really be fucking pissed. Because I think Parker, you know, pound for pound is a better fighter than Dillian Whyte. And I said it in the AJ fight, they got chins over there in fucking New Zealand. They can take a fucking punch. If he took AJ's best punch, and I'm gonna go through this footage, I'm telling you, he took AJ's best punch. And he kept boxing the shit out of him. So he better not go there, Dillian Whyte, trying to trade punches and shit, act like a fucking warrior. If he falls into that trap, he will lose. Because Dillian Whyte, I guess he's enrolled in clean boxing. He has to be. He's a silver champion. I ain't trying to accuse nobody, but Dillian Whyte. Yo, have you seen what Dillian Whyte looks like? He can't fight news, man. More on this. Hey, yo, alright, so let's take a look at Dillian Whyte training right here. And see what he has, man. See what he has to offer. Check out Dillian Whyte for a second. This shit would just fucking work out here. Alright, let's check out Dillian Whyte. Finally. Apologies for those who can't stand leg. Hold on a second, man. This fucking shit, man. So, what does Dillian Whyte have to say? Okay, let's see what he has to say. Am always on one. You live once. Enjoy your lift while you still got life in your body. And you're healthy and young. So is he even training out here? What the fuck, man? I know. Dillian Whyte. I seen some shit, man. He looks very good, in very good shape. I could be wrong, but that's a shot of him in camp. Let's see if we get that shot up. Oh man. Oh, I see why. I got some. I see what's wrong with the internet. Hold on a second. So legitimately, I truly believe Joseph Parker can beat Dillian Whyte. But it seems like Dillian Whyte's coming into this fight with a very, very good level of animosity, and because he's hungry for, it's like he wants to fight Wilder, so he knows he's got to now be at that level. And Dillian Whyte, man, let's see what he has to say. These brothers that give me the great work this morning, Craig Chards, and special thanks to Big Phrase Boxer for coming to give me a round. So that's his trainers over, training partners. All right. You know, end of the day, Dillian Whyte, very solid fighter in his own respect, you know. I don't think I've ever called him, well, maybe I have called him a bum. I might have called this dude a bum, but in actuality, he's a B-level fighter. I give him a B-level, but he's not an A-level fighter. So, Joseph Parker went toe-to-toe with Anthony Joshua. And for me, Joseph Parker's like a B-plus fighter. He doesn't have that, I don't know if he's got that punching power. But we're talking about the heavyweight division. So he's got to have some pop if he was able to keep AJ off of him. Right? No one's gone the distance with AJ. Not even Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte infamously got KO'd like all the other ones. But it was Joseph Parker that stayed on his feet. I don't think Dillian Whyte is this kind of murderous puncher that people are starting to turn him into, because he beat up a bum in Lucas Brown. Lucas Brown's the real bum in that whole equation. So, it's a tough fight, and Dillian Whyte, he might get a fucking title shot if Alexander Pivec can test positive. Because I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. Eddie Hearn, Eddie fucking Hearn. Eddie Germ. Eddie Squidward. Eddie fucking Squidward out here. He reminds me of Squidward. That's Eddie fucking Hearn. It's fucking Squidward. Squidward. Squidward Hearn. Fucking Squidward Hearn out here, man. Squidward Hearn. He might fucking, just as quickly as he made Dillian Whyte versus Joseph Parker, if this fight gets canceled in any kind of way, it's gonna be due to Eddie Hearn. Because that's the kind of sleazeball. I'm telling you, if Alexander Povetkin ever tests positive, it's gonna be Dillian Whyte fucking Anthony Joshua all over again, man. E-King Fight News, man. He's run out of opponents. Big Baby Miller's the last bum to go. And if Deontay Wilder, he needs to find a way to fight Big Baby Miller. Jarrell Big Baby Miller, knock his bitch ass out in the ring. Call him out. Really, you know what you gotta do? Deontay Wilder, in this situation, there's only one thing for him to do. And, man, it would be perfect if he fought Big Baby Miller and did the quote-unquote heel turn and knock his bitch ass out and make it known that I'm going to fuck up Anthony Joshua one way or the other. I'm going to fuck him up. And you know what? Get Eddie Hearn to fucking budge. Get him to budge and get him shook once again, because he keeps getting shook by... You see, what happens is Eddie Hearn, I believe, is the one that's afraid of Deontay Wilder. It's Eddie Hearn. It's not Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua may or may not be afraid. I mean, fuck, man. His tendencies have shown. Like, his tendencies and his attitude towards Deontay Wilder. There's already a fear factor. And they haven't even gone face to face. So, I mean, I think Deontay Wilder, already he's got these guys shook up and really begging everyone to just try and be on their side of the scenario. Because look at all these PR stunts that they're pulling off. Look at all these PR stunts that the fucking Eddie Hearn and shit has this DAZN announcement. He's going to announce that all his fighters are not from fucking America and shit. He's got Julio Chavez, Cesar Chavez, Gabe Rosado. He's got fucking... Who has he got? Does he have Dmitry Bivol yet? He's still going back and forth about that. He may have signed Artur Beterbiev. He may have. But he's got to get him out of the grips of Bob Arum. I don't know if that's official. What the... Has he signed any Americans? E-King Fight News. I told you guys this as well. Eddie fucking Hearn, he's going to end up signing a bunch of foreign fighters. He's not going to sign any Americans. They don't want to fuck with him. Point blank. E-King Fight News, guys, man. We're out. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, man.